Hello, and welcome to another episode of Creating Cultures That Outperform. Now, hopefully, you've been following this most recent series on human machine teaming with AI. We've done really three episodes, one on innovative culture, where human machine teaming is going to propel it really fast forward, another one on a product called Operator that was released into the market. It's an assistant basically and go out to all these different websites and say make airplane reservations for you and do all sorts of things. That's going to change the nature of work and a lot of jobs. And then we looked at NVIDIA's new desktop supercomputer. That was the last episode. And we ended that episode by saying, what does this all mean to people? How could they use this? How could they take advantage of it? So, hi, I'm Frank Wander. I'm the founder and CEO of People Productive, and I'm here with my amazing co-host, Terri Mays. And today we're going to talk about this, human machine teaming with AI, what you should do now. We're going to cut this into three different sections. First, we're going to talk about what jobs are being impacted by AI. We'll talk generally. We'll look at a study by Accenture that the World Economic Forum published. We'll talk about what jobs are going to be created by AI because there's always opportunity. We're in a transition. There's a certain amount of turmoil. Things go away, new things replace it. That's always been the story of every generation of technology. Many of them generated more jobs than were eliminated, quite frankly. The entire tech sector didn't exist, replaced the industrial era. Just look at all the jobs. And lastly, we'll talk about what you should be doing now, because this matters. This is speeding up very quickly, and things are changing at a relatively rapid rate. So let's talk generally about jobs that are impacted by AI. Now, we're talking generative AI here. And so people who create things for a living, write things for a living, people who do repetitive tasks and activities, these are going to go away. And I'm going to bring up this study from Accenture quickly, which was actually, here we go. Okay.
While you bring that up, this presents a great opportunity. A lot of people are concerned and they're afraid of their job going away and what am I going to do? But this actually is a great opportunity to learn some new skill sets because everybody is in this space now where we're having to learn something new. So take advantage of that. See this as a great opportunity to change fields if you want. This is such a exciting time that we're living in with all of the technology changes that we're able to see.
Terri, it's amazing.
Yeah.
It is amazing. And I think we come down to kind of this. What do you love? And this is the third part of the three steps we're going to cover. But in the background of all of this is you need to know what you love doing, what you're good at, because when you're passionate, it's hard to outcompete with somebody with passion. So we'll talk about a little bit of that at the end. But be excited. You shouldn't be afraid of this. This is a great time. I agree with you totally, Terri. So many opportunities are going to come up. A lot of people are going to be deer in headlights. So there's huge opportunity to reinvent yourself and who you are, do something you've always wanted to do. So many of these tools are free now online that is just huge opportunity. So here they say around 40% of all working hours could be impacted by AI large language models. This is all taken from a study by Accenture. We know clerical and secretarial roles are likely to decline. Roles for AI machine learning specialists, data analysts, all these new things being created, they're going to grow fast. And reskilling people to use AI effectively will be key to companies being able to use technology. So you could be one of these people without a doubt. You could be out there using these tools now, doing a lot of self-study. Get motivated because this is huge. Hey, Terri, here's the eye test. And purple means it's likely to be automated. This is the percent of the work in that industry that's going to be replaced by AI. The green is augmented with AI. The purple stuff is really untouched. And the pink stuff, it's not affected it couldn't be affected in any way because these aren't the language tasks. And they were looking at LLMs. But over here, we see banking on the top, insurance, software and platforms. We know coders, so many of them are going to go away. Capital markets, all that research and analytical work people do. Energy sector, 43%. That surprises me. I don't know why it is. Maybe it's all the billing and back office stuff. Communications and media, 33%. Retail, lots of people still involved in retail. They're not going to go away, but it says 34%. I'm sure that's all the administrative stuff in the background. And
Yeah.
you can see, get down to the bottom, natural resources.
You're starting to see that impact in retail where a lot of places have self-checkout.
Yep.
They have associates that walk in the store with a really tiny mobile device where you can check out anywhere in the store. You don't have to go up to the front and stand in the line. They have a printer on their hip and
Yeah.
they can just check you out wherever you are in the store when you're ready. So
I've
we're
seen that.
starting
That's
to
a type
see,
of automation that,
yeah,
has been building. But now when you augment that with AI, what are those people
right,
going to be able to do? Right.
exactly. Exactly. You can ask the computers questions about where to find. You can ask technology to help you find a particular item that you're looking for in a store. I see the implications across the board in the retail space.
Mhm.
It's going to be a huge impact. It'll completely change the way that we do retail. Even since COVID, online shopping has changed
Look,
significantly.
we lost you, Tara, for a second there. But yes, it's going to have a significant impact. Now,
Yeah.
here's a service job. Accenture looked at this particular service job, and this is a way that they broke down the work. But they found that 4 of the tasks would continue to be performed by humans. So there were 13 component tasks in this one service job. 4 of them would be augmented, and 4 would be fully automated, and 5 would be augmented. And so 9 of the 13 steps that had needed to be performed here were completely eliminated or partially automated with AI. Humans didn't go away, but certainly the people who are involved in designing how AI will be incorporated, that's a new job. Those analysts that are going to look at these processes and becoming an expert at the processes in your organization and being the first one out of the box to say, hey, we could start automating these with AI, because you're out there using AI tools, beginning to understand how this can be applied to what you do in your workplace.
Yeah, absolutely. You'll be able to see how you can use technology to advance the work that you're doing, to get rid of some of those mundane tasks that you do.
Mhm.
That, we've all got some part of our job that includes reporting and other mundane tasks where we have to do a lot of note taking and things like that. Learn how to use the automation and the different AI tools to help you now so that as your role is expanding,
Mhm.
you're able to just fly past your colleagues because you already know how to use the tools, you know how to implement, you know how to bring them into what you're doing. So it's just going to make your job easier and then it frees you up. So the other thing that I see with this, and another reason not to be afraid of it, is you've got an opportunity to learn other things. You can learn new things instead of just being stuck doing some of those routine things that are just the normal part of the job. You can automate some of those tasks and increase your capacity significantly. It
Yeah.
gives you much more capacity to do some things that maybe you love a little bit more than some of those mundane things that you've had to do.
Yeah. And quite honestly, you could get into using one of these low code, no code tools. There is an open source one, it's available online. You could start to use that. The learning curve isn't that steep on these. And
Yeah,
when you couple low code, no code automation solutions with the power of AI, now you can really transform the way these jobs work. And that could be you. You could be the one taking the lead on this. Because remember, no one's parachuting in to save you. There isn't going to be a knock at the door where the person says, hey, I'm here to help you figure out what you need to do to become really important as AI evolves. It's
right.
totally up to you. The only thing you have to fear is fear itself, as Roosevelt said. Just grasp this. This is such an opportunity and it's fun.
Yeah.
I'm using AI all the time.
It's easy to try.
Yeah.
I can't stress this enough. Everybody is in the learning stage. So take advantage of that.
Yeah.
Nobody is really an expert yet. So you have a prime opportunity to learn some things and become an expert before the world starts jumping on the bandwagon. Like you can develop some skills, and a lot of the things are available. A lot of the tools are available, are free.
It's
You get
great.
access for some of the basic information. There are paid tiers, but you can start on the basic tier and learn and grow and develop. So I highly encourage you to take advantage of the great opportunity that is before you.
Yeah. So jobs impacted by AI. We'll wrap that up quickly. And I agree with Tara, just get motivated. This is fun. You can have fun doing this. You could go create a movie using the tools that are out there.
Yeah.
You don't even have to have a film or camera. It starts complete digital. You can give it a script and just imagine where those are going to be. We mentioned that, but things that are going to be eliminated with AI. We didn't get into robotics, but neither did that article. But there's so many jobs where robots are going to replace workers in Amazon warehouses. They're going to go around, they're going to do the pick and pack. Those jobs that a robot could do, picking weeds in a field, robotic delivery of stuff, all of that's coming very quickly. And so it's far more vast than what's shown in that article because they didn't go through robotics. They just went through generative AI, which are all these LLMs. And certainly we know that's going to have a huge impact on stuff. But when you look at things that are going to now, what are the opportunities? Where are there new opportunities coming? Well, certainly the biggest one is the ability to be an expert at using prompts, to understand what tools are out there and to start building expertise, because knowing how to ask AI to do something is the key. It could do so much. And as you dig into prompts, and you start getting comfortable with what you can ask and how to frame it, wow, it comes back with stuff you just can't even imagine.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah. There are a lot of impacts in areas like compliance and ethics, where it's really pretty black and white. Did you meet the rule or not? And so a lot of those areas are places where people that are currently having to do all these audits, you could just let AI do the audit for you and then review the results. So it's just a phenomenal opportunity that we have to learn something new, because you won't have to do all of the things that you've had to do in the past. A lot of those mundane tasks that will just really go away because AI is now doing that. A lot of the things with diagnostics for healthcare, just the basics of checking the blood pressure, check your temperature. Those are things that robotics could take care of.
Yeah. Let's say you've always had some thoughts on how to create a song. You want to create a song in a particular area. I see people out there using these tools to create pretty cool songs, choosing the voice they want, putting the lyrics in, having it sound a certain way. I didn't use the tools, but you're going to be able to create music, even though you never took music or studied music. It's going to do it for you. It's going to master that. Creating the movies. Imagine if you had Pixar as a service, that type of automation available where you want to create an animated film and you have an idea for a great film, you'll be able to create that animated film. And you're going to be able to do it by having the right prompts, working with generative AI to fine tune your script, get your script right, to take that script, to feed it into the animation tool, and to identify the types of characters you want by creating the right prompts, get the characters right, and then set it in motion. And so you're going to be able to come out with real IP that you can create using this.
Yeah, I saw something really cool on LinkedIn recently. There was an ad for an AI assisted headshot. So you basically feed a photo of yourself. It could be a selfie with, any kind of background. You feed that photo into the tool and it'll generate a professional headshot for you. So think about just even all the areas of photo editing and graphic design. All of those aspects can be touched by AI and in some ways just completely replaced. So this tool is able to generate a fully professional headshot where, there's like, if I had this image with all of the pictures and the curtains behind me, it would basically clear all of that out and then sharpen up my image as if I had gone and sat in a studio to get a professional headshot.
which is
So
phenomenal
that is
because we
crazy.
used to have to go get a professional headshot.
Yeah. Yeah, but everybody
Mm,
has a selfie. Everybody has taken a
yep,
picture that they could feed into this tool and get a professional headshot from it.
yeah, no question.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the world we're in, and that article, which I think is a good one if you're interested in seeing what jobs are gonna go away, and it's partially right because far more things are gonna be impacted than they go through in there, and you can do your own research. It also doesn't really cover properly all the things that are gonna be created. Focuses mostly on the people working in, LLMs, generating language models, and it's far more vast than that.
Yeah.
And the human machine teaming, which we've been covered, teams of people coming together to do things, that type of deep collaboration where there's deep levels of trust between people, and they're working together as a team to do something that one of them couldn't do alone. That is where this is going to end up. And groups of people are going to come together to do things. And that human machine teaming with that deep collaboration across people is going to be very different and much more powerful than just individuals using it. And that's why culture in companies, these uncollaborative cultures or partially collaborative cultures where there's still walls and silos, they're in trouble. They're all in trouble because the companies where they're deeply collaborative across silos and disciplines, they're going to be able to put the human machine teaming in place, which is this other layer beyond what we're just talking about here. And those folks are going to create new jobs and roles for themselves because they're going to be great collaborators. And
Yeah.
so, one of the things that you should be doing now is building that internal network of people, finding the people who are good at AI and start working on your own with them to do stuff. Already become that collaborative team that's using AI and starting to implement it into your company where you are, or reinventing yourself on LinkedIn to be somebody and do something that you're not doing now. Um, so think about what you're good at, what do you love doing, and start attacking this world. That's what you should be doing now. The opportunities are limitless, and it's just very different than who you are and what you do today. You can become a better version of you, quite
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah.
I think this is
Absolutely.
huge.
This is very huge. It's a great opportunity that's in front of us to really reinvent ourselves, to learn something new,
Yeah.
take advantage of this growth opportunity. There's so many things to learn, so many opportunities out there, but we just have to decide that we're going to jump in with both feet and start running.
Yeah. 100% right there. So look, we hope this was helpful. We're doing another episode on human machine teaming with AI next week. We'll be looking at some of the things. It's moving so quickly. We didn't even decide yet what we're doing. But over the next couple of days, we'll decide what our next topic is. I hope you're enjoying the series. We're here every Wednesday at 3 o'clock. Please tune in, join us. The series is great. Human machine teaming is one of the most important parts of enterprise culture now. It is happening. That's how you're going to create cultures that outperform. This is huge and it's going to get bigger and bigger. And you can have an incredible future if you just go with the flow and embrace this. Don't be afraid of it.
Right.
Well,
Don't
so
be afraid.
don't be afraid. We'll see you next Wednesday then.